Hello, everyone. Welcome to Springfield, Missouri. We are at Donald L. Provance Field, Howard Bell Complex here at Glendale High School for today's matchup. We are at the red and blue tournament. Head coach of the Glendale Falcons, Jim Julian's been great talking with us. Helps. We're excited to be here for this. We have a matchup. Seckman Jaguars all the way from down up where we are, taking on the Kearney Bulldogs from up north of Kansas City area. I think it's going to be a fantastic matchup. But first, I want to make sure let you know here, Youth Baseball Midwest is a production of Red Earth Productions LLC. My staff, my crew in there, bringing you all the pictures and keeping you up to date with all the graphics. Lauren Klutz and Drew Klutz, our director and engineer. Lauren, she'll be handling all the pictures for you, and she also does a great job with all of our social stuff, interviews. Love it. Thank you. Red Earth Productions LLC. If you go to redearthprod.com, that is our company page. If you're looking for some video work, some production work, we'd be happy to help you. If you're looking for some branding of your company, small company, check it out. Youth Baseball Midwest here, folks. This is the first time we've been down to Glendale High School here in Springfield. We've live streamed a couple games from Willard, but this is our first foray here. Looking forward to being here. In a couple weeks, we'll be down. We're going to be at Kickapoo High School for the Nixa Eagles. Looking forward to that game. So we're working hard to get down into the Southwest and feature some more of these teams in this area. So excited for it. Today we have a conference matchup from the St. Louis Suburban Conference Red and the KC Suburban Conference Blue. Two of the better conferences. I call them Power 4 conferences in the state. KC and St. Louis Suburban. These two conferences are packed with teams all up and down the spectrum here. The blue, Kearney, for the last couple years, this team, and will be our visiting team today, has been really good. They've been one of the top teams in Class 5 for quite some time. And we want to give a shout out to our presenting sponsor today. It is Kilo Gear. Kilo Gear is a revolutionary new workout regimen. Well, I don't know if you'd call it. Would you guys call it workout? I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily workout, but it is a workout. So I guess you'd have to call it a workout. And you'll have to bear with me, folks. I've got to get this information up. There we go. But Kilo Gear, folks, if you're looking for something that will help you just in your everyday movement, your everyday building strength in every move, it's micro-weighted apparel. It adds resistance to your everyday movement. It helps you train smarter, perform better without extra effort. And it's doctor designed, customizable micro weights that fit within pockets. I'm wearing my Kilo Gear today, been working as I've been setting up all the equipment and everything. I can feel it in my arms. I'm telling you that right now. And, it's customizable with the micro weights that allow you to adjust resistance to train your way. It's a proven system designed to enhance performance while protecting your joints. Kilo Gear, kilogear.com. Use the promo code Y.B.M.10 to get 10% off your purchase. All right, guys. We'll start with the Kearney Bulldogs here. 6-5 on the season so far. A little history about this program, if you don't know about Kearney. Man, you talk about they've had double-digit wins going all the way back every year since 2009. Since 2009, they've had double-digit wins. And in 2018, they had 22 wins. In 2022, 24 wins, 24 wins, and they won a district title there. In 2024, we saw them at the state championships. They were 30-8. They took third place in the in Class 5. And 2025, they were down just a bit, 19-12, off to a 6-5 start. They're a young team, talented team, and we are looking forward to seeing them today. And we got some guys leading the way here for this squad. Coaches Gabe Newton, who's headed to Moberly Area Community College. He's a senior catcher, and we're looking forward to seeing him. Evan McDaniel's going to UCM. He's a pitcher and an infielder, but he's a junior. There's a lot of juniors on this squad. Caleb Fletchall is a sophomore. We've seen him at some of the PBR events. He's a catcher. So some players that we're looking forward to seeing here today and we're not going to see him pitch, but looking forward to seeing Cameron Taylor. And it doesn't look like we're going to see him in the lineup today. So we'll just have to wait and see how that all works out. But this particular tournament, the Red and Blue, it's like 4 games. You get 4 or 5 games in 2-3 days. And I'll tell you, it really does figure out or tell you what you need to know about your team. And we had Coach Shane Remley in a quick interview. So we're going to let him tell you about the team. Drew, go ahead and roll the tape.
We're here at the Red and Blue tournament, and I have the head coach for the Kearney Bulldogs, Shane Remley. Coach, thanks for taking a moment.
Thanks for being here today with us.
Absolutely. Coach, early in the season, so far, some of the highs and lows for your team?
So we played in a leadoff tournament, and we went 2-2. We got walked off and then lost in a one-run game, and then we've got 2 games in, 1-2 games. So the kids have played well. We've gotten more consistent with throwing strikes and attacking the strike zone and playing good defense, and our bats are coming around hitting more efficiently.
There you go. Gotta love that. You know, you get you're in this tournament. You get an opportunity to get a lot of games in a very short time. What has it been able to tell you about your team so far?
Well, you find out who can do what, and it's get some kids some experience. We're kind of an inexperienced team coming into it. We're a Class 5 team that we've only played 1 Class 5 school so far. The rest have been Class 6. Out of our first 15 games, all of them are Class 6 except for 1. So no one's ever questioned whether we play a tough schedule or not in Kansas City. So we like to play the best to try and learn about our team to come postseason time. We've been in some tough situations.
Listen, I'm the first, and I've just gotten to know this over the last couple of years. The KC Suburban Conference especially, no matter which one it is, they're tough.
Yeah, our conference is tough. Usually it's us, Smithville, and Winnetonka, and Platte County used to be in it. But those are the ones that kind of compete for the top of our division year in, year out. And then our district is loaded with Platte County, Smithville, and Pius is having another great year. And Winnetonka's got a couple good arms that could play havoc in a district. So we're in a tough spot in Kansas City, and we got a lot of schools close to us that are good teams.
Absolutely. On the mound for you today, who's going?
Evan House is going with us. He's a junior that's doesn't have a ton of experience, but he's had 2 or 3 good outings this year, so we're impressed. And he earned the start. I mean, it's the 4th game of a tournament. We threw our probably top 4 guys the last couple of days because we had a big conference game on Tuesday. But he deserves a good start, and he'll hopefully give us 3 or 4 innings and see what we got, see what's left in our bullpen.
Gotta love that, right?
Yeah.
And that's what these are about. Yeah. They're revealing to how much depth you have on the team, right?
Well, like I said, there's 4 games in 3 days, and then we played 4 games a couple weeks ago in 4 days, and so you got to show lots of arms because pitch counts aren't up. We're not maxing out pick guys yet,
Yeah.
so you got to see lots of pitchers so they get experience.
Absolutely. Coach, thanks for taking a minute.
Thanks anytime.
Absolutely.
Have a good day.
Appreciate Coach Remley taking the time to chat with us today. It's the first time we've met Coach Remley. It's a pleasure, and enjoyed learning more about this Kearney squad. And we're going to learn a little bit more about them today by watching these young guys play. And I'm interested in seeing how this young team plays against this Seckman squad, who's got some talent. And you know what was interesting, too? In the interview, Coach Remley, he said, we've only played one Class 5 team. Everything else has been Class 6. And I think that goes a long way. You know, we talk about their record on the season, 6-5. Well, you're playing well above your weight class in Class 6, and there's a difference in that. So what you're doing is you're challenging your squad. You're going to have the losses. You're going to have those situations. And I know that sometimes people go, well, wow, what's that going to be? You know, you look like their record may not be reflective of what people might think, oh, that's a really good team. Well, you're playing really tough competition, especially up there in the KC area and a lot of Class 6 schools. So kudos to Coach Remley and his squad for taking the time or taking that approach and playing a tough schedule. It really puts your young guys in a place where they have to learn and grow up pretty quickly in getting themselves ready for the season. So it's going to be interesting to see how that comes out, how that holds, and what they're able to do here in this tournament and the rest of the season. So we've got the Seckman Jaguars, who will be the home team. They're out there taking the infield, outfield. Looking pretty crisp so far here for this squad. And we got a chance. We were hoping to get Seckman in a start last year and weren't able to do it. Got rained out at their house. So here we are back. Oh, I got to come back to this. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. I got one thing I want to finish here with Kearney. And I think this is important to really understand about these teams. Is not to mention does Kearney play, they're playing in the KC Suburban Blue, but District 8 in Class 5. Kearney is part of a district that has Platte County, Smithville, St. Pius, Winnetonka. Even Lincoln College Prep probably give you something here and there, but you're talking about one of the toughest top heavy districts in. I mean, St. Pius is having a good start to the season. Smithville, a little down so far. They've taken some losses. It'll be interesting to see how they bounce back. Winnetonka's they've got some guys. They got a couple arms up there that can give you some trouble. Platte County is finding their way. Another one in a similar scenario, and that's the same way with Smithville. All three of these teams, Platte County, Smithville, St. Pius X, Kearney 4, even Winnetonka, they play a pretty tough schedule. So Smithville may not end up with a big-time record, but don't sleep on Smithville. They're going to be very tough, and that's the same way with Kearney. So when you look at this district, it's not an easy district. It's going to be tough, and you start playing tough competition, and that's when you get yourself into a place where you have some opportunities to be successful. All right, now moving over to Seckman. This team part of the St. Louis Suburban Red, and here that St. Louis Suburban Red Conference. That's no joke. That's a tough conference. It's always just going to be difficult to navigate. I believe you've got Parkway Central's in that. Parkway South, and Parkway South's a little bit down right now. It'll be interesting to see. But you got Oakville in the red conference, and I think that right there, Melville's in green. Yeah, Melville's in green. I think Ladue is up in there. So you've got some teams always going to be difficult to deal with. Kirkwood, I believe, is also in the red as well. So conference-wise, it's going to be a tough one. They play a tough schedule. Seckman is a team in that District 1 in Class 6 that's going to be tough. So all the way around, we're looking at should be a really fun day today. A little history here for this Seckman squad. Out of South County up there, Imperial, Missouri, 6-4 on the season. They've lost to West. They lost to Timberland in the Troy tournament, but a couple good wins against Howell North and Howell Central. They've beaten Fox, who's also in the red. North County, the Raiders are a Class 4 school, and they beat them 2-1. But listen, North County is 7-2. They are a really good Class 4 squad. They can give you some trouble. Took a tough loss to Eureka, but man, I think we've got Eureka number 1 in Class 6 in our poll, so that's nothing. They lost to Rogers over they won the one districts in 2024 with a 20-12-1 record. They were even at 15-15 last year. A lot of young guys they had some injuries that really hurt them offensively. But they've had 20 wins since 2021. They've put up 21 seasons in 21, 22, 23, and 24. And going back to 2009, double-digit wins. Seckman's just one of those teams that continues to compete. They won district in 2013 as well. But that's where it's been at for this squad. And that's a little bit of the program history. Leading this team, there's quite a few guys that I think have some opportunities to really make an impact. You got Brody Cube, Boyer Hart, Will Kuhn. Pitching-wise, their depth, if they can get those guys all figured out, that will be interesting. And we had a chance to talk with the head coach. We'll get there. We had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Hagedorn about some of these things, and we'll come back to that here in just a moment. Drew, why don't you go ahead and roll the tape?
Hello, everyone. Welcome out to the Red and Blue tournament. Today, it's Saturday. We've got a game for you. Seckman taking on Kearney, and I have with us the head coach at Seckman, the Jaguars, Brad Hagedorn. Coach, we had to come all the way down to Springfield to catch up, but here we are.
Yeah, both from St. Louis. Here we are in Springfield talking, so it's always fun.
Absolutely. Off to a good start. Here and there, Coach, how has the offense been performing for you?
A little up and down. Definitely, that's one area that we could definitely get better. Had some games we've taken some really good at-bats, hit a lot of balls hard, just haven't been really rewarded for it. Had some other games where our at-bats weren't quite as good, but we were finding ways to win games. So if we could continue that and just execute, do the things we need to do, I think we still got a long way to go there, but I think we're going to take off here soon.
You have Carter Bingle on the mound for you today. Talk about this young man.
Lefty senior, good stuff. Pretty solid in his first outing in the Troy tournament against Howell North. Gave us good 3 solid innings, kind of on a pitch count then. So 3 innings solid. We end up winning that game. So anything good, but he's around the zone, 3 pitches. We're expecting him to do what he does and give us a great chance.
There you go. Coach, this tournament here, it's a lot of games and pretty condensed. How has it helped you understand some of the things you need to work on, some of the positives, negatives for your team?
It just helps you see a lot of combinations. This is 4 games in 3 days. So hey, what about this guy at second base? What about this rotation in the outfield? You see all your relievers. That's one thing in the Troy tournament. you get 5 quick ones, and then we're down here 4 games. So we're seeing all of our pitchers have thrown. All of our pitchers, now a couple starters is their second time out. So it really helps you to see everything as you really get into your conference schedule. You know what pieces to go, what pitcher to follow, what pitcher, and you kind of get that feel for the season, and get some guys some confidence going in because hey, we've all got a little playing time here and there, some different combinations. So
very good. Well, I appreciate you taking a moment with us today.
hey, no problem. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely, Coach Brad Hagedorn, folks.
I always love to watch the warm-ups, watch a team warm up, how they look, how crisp they look. It's always pretty telling. But so as we got the Kearney Bulldogs out here taking their warm-ups. But just want to give a shout-out here to, a couple players that we've been talking about. Brody Cubey, hitting 300 on the season, 6 ribbies, and has scored 3 runs. 4 doubles, leading the way here, along with Cooper Hoog, and we'll talk about that as we move through the ball game. But as Coach alluded to, he's got some offensive guys he'd like to see. He said they're starting to take some better at bats, but then they've had some bad at bats. So it's still early in the season. But you can tell by some of the production here in their lineup, they just have been inconsistent with the bat so far. And that's been, if they can get their bat solved, their pitching depth is there because they've got Max Jones, Corey Hilsinger, that can flat out get it done. And Corey Hilsinger on the young season, the lefty, he's already thrown this weekend, so we're not going to see him. But he's at 16 2/3 innings with a .126 ERA. And Mr. Hilsinger, I'll tell you, that young man can flat out get it done. 11 Ks, only 4 walks, a 1.0 whip. Opponent batting average against 209. So those are some players to watch for this Seckman squad as you're going through the season here. It'll be interesting to see how Max Jones, as Coach said, becoming more consistent, had a really good outing his last time around. And he's got a 3.89 ERA. And I'll tell you what, folks, I'm sitting right in the windage of the grill, and it's smelling pretty good. Oh, yeah. So you got to come if you're out at the ballpark, I'm going to just say, got to love the smell of the hot dogs and the burgers at the ballpark. Yeah, baby. The Glendale Boosters getting it done, working hard here. Sun's coming out, too, a little bit. So, hey, always got to love the brats and the dogs and the burgers and the concession stand food, the nachos, the jalapenos. Oh yeah, getting it done. I lost my train of thought with the food there, folks. Sorry. But you get, and we're going to see Carter Bingle today. Coach said he threw pretty well his last out, so I'm looking forward to seeing this young man. We'll see what gives there, but man, if they can get their big guys going in that respect, and then you have Gavin Ilko with a 2 ERA through 7 innings, having a nice outing so far. Lucas Velchek at with a 3.50. The pitching staff, they have talented arms on this squad. Can Seckman put it all together and make a good run? We're going to take a look at this team as we go here today, and looking forward to it. So we're getting close here to game time, and we'll get to the starting lineups and defensive setups here shortly as they finish. And I'm sure we're going to get to the public address announcer announcing some starting lineups. And we always love to get the feel for everybody here as Coach is finishing his warm-ups, getting everybody out there. It's hard. They only had a half hour between because they finished the JV game that was playing here just before this. And everybody got on the field and got to it pretty quickly, so wrapping it up. here at the ballpark today. Temperature, I think we're hovering around 53, 52 degrees and somewhere in there. But the sun's starting to peek out through the clouds. So I'm glad about that. I'm getting a little sunshine in my face. I'm happy. Oh, this is interesting. Love that, how Kearney's doing that. And we got the blues coming on here. So how about we do this? We'll get started with the visiting Kearney Bulldogs. Their starting lineup for today. Leading off, number 1 will be Hayden Fritter. In the 2-hole, number 25, Grant Bogert. In the 3-hole, number 3, Brock Scott. In the 4-hole, number 9, Evan McDaniel. Hey, we'll come back. Let's let the public address announcer go, Drew.
Visitors on the scoreboard, the Kearney Bulldogs, and the home team, the Seckman Jaguars. Special welcome to both our visitors from Kearney and from Seckman. We are honored to have you here. Before we get started, we're going to meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visitors, the Kearney Bulldogs. Leading off, playing shortstop, will be number 1, Hayden Fritter. Playing first base, number 25, Grant Bogart. Playing second base, number 3, Brock Scott. Third baseman, number 9, Evan McDaniel. Left fielder will be number 22, Luke Tuckey. Right fielder, number 10, Easton Hoggart. Designated hitter, number 18, Cade Holder. Catcher, number 14, Caleb Fletchell. Center fielder, number 4, Matt Lindsay. And the pitcher, number 6, Evan House. Now, let's meet the Seckman Jaguars. Leading off, playing center fielder, number 21, Boyer Hart. Left fielder, number 1, Nick Wilder. First baseman, number 14, Cooper Hogue. Shortstop, number 20, Brody Kuby. Designated hitter, number 27, Max Jones. Catcher, number 10, Will Bearhorst. Third baseman, number 17, Will Keene. Right fielder, number 13, Kyler Hugfeld. Second baseman, number 4, Cameron Benson. And on the mound, number 19, Carter Bingle.
Copy. All right, always love to get the public address announcer into this, and we've got. So we'll finish our starting lineup. We got to number 4 in the lineup. Number 9, Evan McDaniel. In the 5-hole, number 22, Luke Tucking. In the 6-hole, number 10, Easton Haggart. In the 7-hole, number 18, Cade Holder. In the 8-hole, number 14, Caleb Fletchall. And in the 9-hole, number 4, Matt Lindsay. Defensively for the Seckman Jaguars, on the mound, Carter Bingle, his battery mate, Will Bearhorst. In the at first base, Cooper Hook. At second base will be Cameron Benson. At third base, Will Kuhn. At shortstop, Brody Kuby. At in center field is Boyer Hart. He is flanked in left field by Nick Wielder, and in right field by Kyler Huckfelt. So, we're ready to go. We got some good stuff for you, folks. Looking forward to it. First pitch coming up momentarily. I'm looking forward to seeing Easton Haggart in right field for this squad. And Seckman, they're pretty youthful themselves. Kyler Huckfelt, Cooper Hoog. Cooper Hoog's heading to East Central JC. We'll get to him here, but I'll tell you, they've got some youth on that. Not a lot of seniors on either one of these squads, so I think you'll see these teams be pretty competitive for the foreseeable future. So Hayden Fritter coming up here to lead off for the Bulldogs. Left-hander on the mound. And that is ball one to Fritter. Grounded in the hole on the second pitch of the game for a leadoff single. For Fritter.
First baseman number 25, Grant Bogert.
That is ball one to the number 2 hitter, Grant Bogert. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner goes. Lost it on the transfer. Stolen base. Two balls and a strike. That's fouled back out of play. 2-2. Works it full, 3-2 to Grant Bogert. Bingle taking his time. Good pitch, fouled off. We'll do it again. Who's going to win the lefty-on-lefty matchup?
I thought you were in the perfect sit.
And that is a rope to center field. The throw is going to be cut off, and the run scores on an RBI single for Grant Bogert. So the scoring is opened by the Bulldogs. Back-to-back singles. Swing and a miss for Scott Brock here. That's fouled back into the fence. Brock on the season, he's hitting .344 so far. It's a pretty good start. hitting in the 3-hole. That's in 11 games. 32 ABs. Tries to go upstairs, doesn't chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wind is blowing at the flag from right field to left field and a little bit out towards left field. Looks like it's swirling. Boy, now it's really pushing out. It's going to be interesting. Big swing and a miss as Scott goes down on strikes. Out number 1 brings up Evan McDaniel. McDaniel hitting .324 on the season in 11 games played. Pops it foul back out of play. They are being very aggressive. They've been aggressive on first pitch. A little throw over. Fouled back into the netting. It's quickly 0-2. Bengals settling in, gave up the 2 singles, struck out Scott. Now he's got McDaniel down 0-2. See if he's got a finish pitch here. Fastball, and that is driven into deep center field on the run. Can't make the catch. Boyer Hart gave it a run, boy. Just couldn't quite get there. That ball was hammered by McDaniel for a double. So 2 singles and a double. Second and third, 1 out. Luke Tucking at the plate. Misses low. Ball 1. That ball, he threw an 0-2 pitch, and honestly, folks, I mean, that was just middle. 0-2, you don't want to leave the ball over the middle of the plate. 2 balls, no strikes, and he did. And McDaniel deposited it into deep center field. I like the dimensions of this. It's just a beautiful ballpark. I love the fence, the way that it's set up. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Tucking, 286 in 11 games. Batting average. Fouled back out of play. So Bengal has worked himself back even in this at-bat. Ground ball to the second baseman. Backhands it, and he drops it. Tucking showing some speed. And so an error, a run scores. So it's first and third on the error by the second baseman. 2 runs are in. And that should have been out number 2. And that is ball 1. I love that one. Blue took care of that pretty quickly. No animal noises from the dugout. I love it. Strike and a stolen base. One ball, one strike. The stolen base for Tucking puts the runners at second and third. Lifted into shallow left field. Catch is made. The throw is coming in and cut off. And the third run scores on the sac fly from Easton Haggard. Two outs. And 3 runs are in. Cade Holder at the plate. And that is into the gap and down. And the throw is coming home and not going to be in time. And that ball is past the catcher, and another run scored on the RBI single from Holder. And it is 4-0. Holder advances on the throw, and a hot shot past Cameron Benson. And another run is going to score. As Caleb Fletchall smokes a single past the second baseman. And this inning is getting away from the Seckman Jaguars, as the Bulldogs have put some really good swings on the pitcher Bingle. Courtesy runner is Jackson Leggard, number 23, for the catcher Fletchall. Fletchall's just a sophomore. That's ball 1. And that's back in plenty of time. That is outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Three balls, no strikes now. Three one. The proverbial 3-0 strike. I'm sorry, Caleb Fletchall is a junior. Evan McDaniel, Caleb Fletchall, Hayden Fritter, all juniors for this squad. That's a strike. 3-2. Matt Lindsay thought that was a little bit. Blue had another idea, and we got a full count. Swing and a miss. They send 9 to the plate. We head to the bottom of the first inning, 5-0 Bulldogs. All right, folks, today's game here at the Red Blue Tournament is presented by Kilo Gear. Build strength in every move. Go to kilogear.com, use the Y.B.M code YBM10 to get 10% off your first purchase or your purchase. So tell them Youth Baseball Midwest sent you. Appreciate that. All right, let's get to the starting lineup here for Seckman. Leading off is number 21, Boyer Hart. In the 2-hole, number 1, Nick Wheeler. In the 3-hole, number 14, Cooper Hogue. In the 4-hole, number 20, Brody Cubey. In the 5-hole, number 27, Max Jones. He is the DH today. In the 10-hole, number 6, Will Beerhorst. In the 7-hole, number 17, Will Kuhn. In the 8-hole, number 13, Kyler Huckfelt. And in the 9-hole, number 4, Cameron Benson. Defensively for the Kearney Bulldogs, on the mound will be Evan House, his battery mate Caleb Fletchall. At first base, Grant Bogert. At second base, Brock Scott. At third base, Evan McDaniel. At shortstop, Hayden Fritter. In the outfield, at center is Matt Lindsay, and he is flanked by Luke Tucking in left field, and in right field, Easton Haggart. First pitch for House, fastball, strike 1. Best pitch in baseball right there, folks. First pitch strike. And that's fouled straight back into the netting. 0-2. I would have had it. Had a big dent in my forehead, probably. Woo! Tried to put a little extra hot sauce on the old baseball. Got away from him. Curveball misses away. 2-2. Good sharp breaking curveball there from House. I like that. There it is. Dropped a hammer on him. Got him looking. Out number 1. That curveball is sharp. Good break. Threw it away and then come right back to it on the inner half and threw it for a strike. And that is ball 1 to Nick Wheeldler, excuse me. Another one in the dirt, 2-0. Big tall kid here, Wheeldler. Fastball in the air, deep center, going back, and off the base of the wall. Wheeldler on his way to third base for a 1-out triple. Man, that banged off that just kept carrying. You get it up in this wind, it is blowing out there. And a 1-out triple. Cooper Hoke now at the plate. That misses away, ball 1. Missed away again. Catcher gave him a long look at that one, 2-0. That ball is fouled back out of play. 2 balls and a strike. That was a big hit for Weidler, man. He's hitting a $143 on the season in 17 plate appearances, 14 at bats. But he had a double already and a home run, and that's a big swing and a miss. So he's got pop in the bat, as we just saw. He's just not been able to be as consistent average-wise. So we'll see how he does as he continues through the season. Just enough. Over the pitcher, Hook on his way and not going to beat out the throw. But it does score the run. So a productive out. The Jaguars get on the board. Brody Cubie at the plate. He's hitting 300 on the season, 30 at-bats. He's got 4 doubles and 6 ribbies. Takes ball 1, hitting in the 4 hole here. Misses away. 2-0. (3-0) to the number 4 hitter. Three balls and a strike. At the knees, that's a good pitch and a swing and a miss. 3-2. Fastball challenged him. I like that, this young pitcher, man. House just said, here's a fastball. 3-2, let's see what we got. He's keeping it at the lower part of that. Was right at the knees, so he's not elevating that fastball much. Tries the curveball, loses him. So a 2-out walk. Cuba brings up Max Jones, the designated hitter.
Now at the plate, the designated hitter, number 27, Max Jones.
Nice job by Fletchall back there, taking care of business. It's ball 1. Two and 0. It's been a busy first inning, folks. Fastball. 2 balls and a strike. Bearhorst on deck. And the throw gets past the first baseman. And on his way to second and there safely is Cubie in scoring position with 2 outs. 2 balls and 1 strike to Jones. Seckman trying to scratch a few more another run here. Catches the inside corner, 2-2. Three-two, second full count here in as many batters for House. And that is ball 4. So back-to-back walks with 2 outs. Coach Remley can't be pleased about that. Now the catcher, Will Bearhorst, at the plate. Opportunity. We've seen some balls hit very hard here by both teams. Ball stayed up. It's ball 1. So struggling here with the strike zone is House. And that misses low. 2-0. Good curveball. Drops it in for a strike. 2-1. House has a very good curveball. I mean, a good sharp break. Kind of more of a 12-6. Tries to go to it again. Stays up. 3-1. Through one pitch, long look at the runner at second. Fastball hits Bearhorst. We're definitely going to get a runner. Looks like number 2 for Seckman. Well, there it is. Colton Fowler. He's wearing them dude shoes, guys. Bright, colorful. Coach Remley out to talk to his squad.
Runner at first base. Number 2, Colton Fowler.
So the bases are, the jungle's full of jaguars, or the tree, I guess, because jaguars climb trees, right, guys? I'm talking to folks in the truck. Sure, yeah, okay. Well, jungle, tree. Full of jaguars.
Third baseman number 17, Will Keane.
Will Kuhn at the plate. Third baseman, big spot here for both these teams. The Jaguars trying to get back in this. It's 5-1, bottom of the first inning, fastball, strike 1. Back-to-back fastballs for strikes on the outside corner. So whatever Coach Remley said seemed to resonate to his young pitcher. Curveball stays up. See if he comes back to that. He did that, missed on the outside early. I want to see if he comes back to that curveball here. Puts it back to back. Nope. Fastball in the dirt. 2-2. Kuhn hitting .235 on the young season. He's got 4 ribbies. Opportunity to increase that. It's ball 4. or ball 3, excuse me. Full count, 2 outs, runner's going to be running. Fouled off, good pitch up in the zone. Man, I like that. Fowler was in the hole at shortstop. That's how big, how far he was, man. Base hit, he's scoring. And that is ball 4. So an RBI walk for Kuhn. It's 5-2 now. Brings up the 8-hitter Kyler Huckfelt, and it is ball 1. And that is ball 2. So I'll tell you, when we looked at the top of the inning, Kearney with 4 hits. Here, it has been 3 base on balls that have put the trouble here. They had the triple, the 1 hit, but the hit by pitch, the walks, and it is 3-0. House started with the strikeout, but then the triple came. He got the ground out with the RBI with Hogue, and since then, walk, hit by pitch, and walk, and now he's full to the number 8 hitter. Fastball. Now it's full. Excuse me, that was 3-1. Now it's full. Sorry, folks. Got ahead of myself. Runners go, and that is ball 4. So another RBI walk for the Jaguars. And House struggling, throwing all kinds of pitches here in the bottom of the first. He's not going to be able to hang in the game that long if he keeps throwing all these pitches. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 full counts. And he was 3-1 when he hit Bearhorst, and he was 2-2 with Cooper Hogue. So a lot of pitches. Cameron Benson, the 9-hitter, both teams now have sent their entire lineup to the plate here in this first inning. Strike 1. It looks like there is some activity over in the bullpen for, the Bulldogs. They got somebody up and throwing. And that ball is into right field, or left field, excuse me, and going back, and a home run. Oh, no, ground rule double, sorry. Ground rule double, bounced up and over the wall. Oh, my goodness. A ground rule double, scores 2 more. And we have a 5-5 ball game. Wow. And Coach Remley is coming to take the ball from House. House kind of walking off in disbelief as we get number 20 coming in now to pitch, and that is Lane Cook Jr. And we'll step aside as he warms up. We'll be right back.
Now batting is number 21, Boyer Hart.
All right, Boyer Hart steps in. Lane Cook on the season, 9 innings pitched so far. Takes strike one. Back to the top of the order here in Boyer Hart. And that is grounded to the second baseman. 2 pitches, third out. 10 runs in the first inning. Oh my goodness. We head to the top of the second, tied 5-5. All right, folks, today's broadcast brought to you by Kilo Gear. What if training worked even when you weren't thinking about it? Kilo Gear's micro-weighted apparel adds resistance to your everyday movement, helping you train smarter and perform better without extra effort. I'm wearing my Kilo Gear right now, and I'm going to tell you, folks, when I was setting up, I was here early, setting up all the equipment, getting everything ready. And I'll tell you, I can feel it in my shoulders. My Kilo Gear is working, burning calories even as we speak. Build strength in every move. KiloGear.com. Use the promo code Y.B.M.10. Get 10% off your purchase. All right, here we go. I'll tell you, we're the starting pitcher for Seckman. Back out. Sent Carter Bangle back out. He's got a 7 ERA on the season in 3 innings pitched, and I'll tell you that first inning didn't help him much. He's given up 4 hits on the season, and this is before today. He had 4 Ks and 2 walks. He's pitching to contact, but there it is. The opponent's batting average is 308. On-base percentage is a 438. His opponent's slug 308 against him. So he's given up some hits. If he can keep the ball on the ground and to his defense, I think he'll be all right. But we're here with the leadoff Hayden Fritter, top of the second, and Bingle decides to go ahead and just plunk him and send him to first. So the hit by pitch. And we have Grant Bogert. These coaches trying to figure out some depth here in the rotation. And I think that's the biggest thing they are looking for here in the early part of this season. There's a strike on the outside corner. cat and mouse. He steps off. Our player spotlight of our starting pitcher, Carter Bengal, presented by the good folks right here at Glendale High School. The Booster Club taking care of all the food. I was smelling that earlier. It was very nice. Appreciate them taking the time to work hard. I tell you, when you got a booster club that works and does this kind of stuff, I mean, they all of this. They got the big press box behind us. You see this park, the community getting involved, being part of it. It's a huge aspect of high school athletics. And I'll tell you, folks, you got to have a good booster club. You got to. 2-2 here to Grant Bogert. And he is down on strikes. Swing and miss, first out. 3 Ks for Bengal. Brock Scott at the plate. He struck out in the first inning. And Blue gives the balk call. Runner moves up. Good pitch. Strike one to Brock. You always love to see the mental attitude of the pitcher, how their body language. I mean, you came out, and I even heard Coach Hagedorn in that first inning when the ball got away. The runner goes, swing and a miss, and a throw. Oh, that's a heck of a job by the third baseman, Kuhn, over there, keeping that ball from sailing off into left field, diving, making the catch. That saved a run right there, folks. So another stolen base. And it is ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Brock. But you always like to see the body language after an inning like that. And as I was saying, Coach Hagedorn, and that is lined into center field and down. And that's going to score the run. So another RBI single for this Bulldogs team, and the first by Brock Scott. Evan McDaniel, who doubled in the first, takes ball one. But Coach Hagedorn, on that throw that got away from the catcher, McDaniel had not gotten behind the catcher there. And I mean, he, you know, keep your head in the game, keep yourself in it, don't hang your head. You've got to stay mentally tough in these situations, even when you don't have maybe your best stuff. And that's popped up. Benson making the catch for out number 2. Luke Tucking at the plate. So it's quickly 2 outs. Bengal, a little better outing here, start with, in the second. Tucking takes strike one. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2. If he can be consistent on that outside corner and work off that, Bengal will. He's got good enough stuff here that I've seen that he can steps off. to look at the runner. Seems to be able to get it by hitters. Little wrinkle there. Fouled it off. Runner goes, popped foul. We'll do it again. Tucking working hard on this at bat. And that is out of play. A lot of baseballs flying out the park here. Fouled. Oh, couldn't hold on to it. Berhorst caught him a little there. Ball's not in play yet. Yeah, after the foul ball. Got to wait for Blue to put it in play before you start doing that stuff. Fastball into center field. Just missed it. And the catch made. So a much better inning for Bingle. Did allow the run, but we had two. Bottom of the second, 6-5 Bulldogs. Folks, our game today here at the Red and Blue Tournament at Glendale High School in Springfield, Missouri, presented by Kilo Gear, built strength in every move. The next evolution in micro-weighted training, doctor-designed apparel that helps you build strength, burn more calories, and boost performance just by wearing it. That's a fact. I'm wearing mine. Make sure you go to kilogear.com. Use the promo code Y.B.M.10. Get 10% off your purchase. Find something that fits you nicely that you can work through the day. Burn calories. Got a new pitcher. Number 18 is taking over here. It's Cade Holder. So Holder was the DH. So now he's in the game as a pitcher. So that might have been the play that Coach was going to do anyway. He just had to execute it maybe a little earlier than he wanted to. First pitch, scooped up. Nice job over there by the first baseman. Grant Bogert helps his third baseman, Evan McDaniel, make the play there. That's out number one. So Wheeler down for out one. And that is ball one to Cooper Hogue. Big cut. That misses in. So Cade Holder now, the pitcher. Three balls and a strike.
See if we can get something on Mr. Holder here. And that's a walk. Mr. Holder doesn't have any. He's only pitched an inning and 2/3. No record. Giving up 1 run, 1 earned. And that ball is driven into deep center. Line drive, but the catch made. It looks like the outfield has backed up quite a bit. So Brody Cubey gives it a ride, but comes up with just the out and brings up Max Jones. Holder doing a nice job here. Slider misses away to Jones. Fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Holder also $167 at batting average against. That's pretty good. Fastball is through the hole on the left base side for a 2-out single. There's Hogue to second. So a walk and a single puts 2 on with 2 out. Burhorst coming to the plate. He was hit by a pitch in the first. Scored a run. Five free bases in the first. Led to 4 runs and tied this ball game. Ball 1 to Bierhorst. Fastball to the second baseman up. Takes the first base side, and that retires it. So they strand 2. We head to the top of the third, 6-5 Bulldogs. All right, folks, today's red and blue tournament ball game between Seckman and Kearney is presented by Kilo Gear. Build strength in every move. Built with doctor-designed customizable microwaves that allow you to adjust resistance and train your way. It's a proven system designed to enhance performance while protecting your joints. Go to kilogear.com. Read the science behind it. It's all there. You can check it out. Plus, it's they have more. I'm wearing the Pro compression fit. I'm wearing it under my shirt, but they also have all the loose fit polos. They got the shorts. They got just everyday clothing that you can choose from as well. So it's not just if you want the compression for workouts and things and walking, and great. But hey, man, if you're at work and you want to look sharp, check out the polos and all the different things they have there. Keto Gear,
YBM.com. Use the promo code YBM10. Get 10% off your purchase. All right, here we go. Easton Haggart to the plate. Sack fly in the first. Ground ball and through the middle of the infield for a leadoff single. Cade Holder, who's come in now as the pitcher, as we said, he's probably on the mound maybe a little earlier than Coach Remley would have wanted him to be. And then he takes ball one. Bengals still on the mound here in the third. Good pitch, swing and a miss, 1 ball, 1 strike. Holder singled and scored. Drove in a run. Good off speed with the sweeper there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good slider. I don't know, kind of like a slurve. That has more of the slurve. Throw over. Just to give him a look. Sun's coming back out. I like the warmth, the feel of the sun. Wind's a little bitey, but the sun makes it nice. Runner goes. Horst can't get the throw off as the ball was low. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Holder. And the stolen base for Haggart. That's fouled back into the screen. It's a good crowd for Seckman on a Saturday. Folks driving down, making the drive from South County up around the St. Louis area to check out their squad. Gotta love that. Good crowd from Kearney, also up north of Kansas City. So both teams traveling well. Foul tipped into the glove. Good pitch from Bengal. Strikeouts for out number 1. The catcher Fletchall coming to the plate. Singled. He was stranded on base in the first. Slider misses low, ball 1. Fletchall, I love to see that. On base percentage for this young man. No throw. Is .533. His OPS is .988 because it's slugging .455 for Fletchall. He's got a double on the early season. But he's hitting .364 in 15 plate appearances. And Coach Hagedorn takes a moment to come out and talk to his pitcher. I believe we did see Mr. Fletchall. Yeah, we saw him at this past year's Invitational, the preseason All-State. That's a good effort down there, Coach. He is uncommitted, but plays for competitive edge. Love the exit velo numbers from the PBR event. His average exit velocity is 92. Hits the ball hard all the time. Can hold up. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Fletchall. Pop time as a catcher, very good. So this young man's got some talent. Big pop in his bat. Runner in scoring position, the pitch. Strike 3, and Fletchall goes down. Look, he just starts walking to the bench. Knew it, he's the catcher. He's seen that. Couldn't pull the trigger. Matt Lindsay. So Bengal doing a much better job here. Gave up the leadoff single, but back-to-back Ks. 9-hitter Matt Lindsay at the plate. He struck out his first at bat. Good off speed. Had him way out front, strike 1. And you got to like to see that. It's one thing to look at stats, but it's another thing to watch a young man on the mound go through the struggles and see what he's got mentally. Go through that. He got down on himself a little bit, and I think Coach had it, but he's really battled back here and had 2 nice innings. Gave up the 1 run in the second, but here in the third, with the leadoff single that got through, but he's pitched very well after that and misses in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Body language a little better, demeanor a little better. And gets the strikeout. So the leadoff single and then strikes out the side as we head to the bottom of the third inning with the score 6-5 Bulldogs. All right, folks, want to let you know about our scoreboard sponsor. You've seen them you probably saw them up here just before we started. Prime Sports Midwest, your favorite destination for all things baseball. Prime Sports is located. They have 3 locations. Well, 2 that are work up right now. You got the one in Fenton, the one in Chesterfield. But you can also go online. I know we're talking to a lot of people around the area, though. PrimeSportsMW.com. It is your favorite destination for all things baseball. From top gear to expert advice, they help players get game ready. And they are the official gear provider of Youth Baseball Midwest. Holder comes out, gets right after it. Will Kuhn, strike 1. Curveball stays up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lifted into left field, back, making the catch is Tucking for out number 1. Kyler Huckfelt to the plate. Strike one. Holder settling down on that side. One ball, one strike. That's a big swing and a miss. 1-2. That gets away from Fletchall. That would have been a tough one. Two balls, two strikes to Huckfeld. Grounded to the shortstop. Comes up, fires across. Good hustle. Gets him by a step, but Huckfeld hustling down the line. 2 outs. Cameron Benson hitting in the 9-hole on the season. He's had 21 plate appearances. Strike one. Swing and a miss. He's struggling at the plate. Gets one up. And under it is tucking and making the catch. That was a major league fly ball. We head to the top of the 4th inning, 6-5 Bulldogs.
Fans, if you have a minute, stop by Stratton's Landing concession stand area. All kinds of great grilled foods and lots of treats to be found.
All right, folks, we appreciate you joining us here on the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying it. And today, if you're watching, take a moment. You like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Hit that dinger next to it. Yeah, it's not a home run, but it sure does get you notifications for our live streams as we are heading through this season. Our Press Box Live show every Monday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you're so inclined, folks, we've started the Y.B.M Club this year, as the Y.B.M Club is an opportunity for us for exclusive content. We do it on our daily bullpen through the week, where every morning we're putting up with our great contributors, talking about the day, warming you up, getting you ready for the day of baseball. So along with that, check out our player spotlights, coaches previews, and much more. Join the Y.B.M Club. Become a legacy member. 50% off for the first year. Go to youthbaseballmidwest.com. Hit the Y.B.M Club tab and join today. Helps us do what we're doing here, along with our fantastic partners and sponsors. We appreciate your support. All right, here we go. Back to the top of the order here in the 4th with Hayden Fritter, and it's ball one, and Bingle back out. Strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lifted into right field. Making the catch out there is Huckfeld for out number 1. So Bingle has really kind of settled in here. Retired the last 4 in a row. And a ground ball to Hogue for out number 2. That's 5 in a row now. And that was just 1 pitch. That is 3 unassisted if you're scoring at home, folks. Scott Brock, who has struck out and singled, Swing and a miss, strike one. Fouled it off. Quickly 0-2. Fastball upstairs. And the K. That's 6 in a row retired for Bengal. We head to the bottom of the fourth, 6-5 Bulldogs. All right, folks, today's Red and Blue tournament game is presented by KiloGear.com, the next evolution in micro-weighted training, doctor-designed apparel that helps you build strength, burn more calories, and boost performance just by wearing it. Build strength in every move. Go to KiloGear.com. Use the Y.B.M code YBM10 to get 10% off your purchase. Oh! Hit him in the dome. Bottom of the fourth, leadoff batter on. That is Boyer Hart. Takes the HBP. Get on base any way you can. That's what Coach always says. Nick Weidler at the plate. And lined into left field for a single. This young man has just swung the bat well. He's got a triple scored run and a hard shot single. 2 for 3. Cooper Hogue, man. Our player spotlight. This young man is a do-it-all for them, hitting .419 on the season, .455 on-base percentage, slugging .710, folks, in the early season. That's 6 doubles and a home run, 9 ribbies for Cooper Hogue as he fouls that one off. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. Doing some damage, this guy. He's also scored 6 runs. He's having a big start to his offensive season. Oh, good pitch by Holder. Swung right over the top. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hogue has also just struck out 4 times. He's got a couple stolen bases, 1 base on balls, and the throw back over is not in time. Cooper Hogue, our player spotlight. 2-2. Presented by the good folks right here at Stratton's Landing, the booster club for the Glendale Baseball Group. The food smells fantastic. I'm going to get some after this game. I'm here to tell you, folks. Oh, that's a good pitch. Hogue froze him. Looking. Out number 1. Nice pitch by Holder. That just came
came back over the outside corner. Brody Kuby at the plate. He walked and scored, lined out to the center fielder. Still a big opportunity as we're both runners in scoring position on the stolen base by Weidler. Just one out. That's the go-ahead run at second. Holder trying to strand him. Fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, a smash. Picked over there by McDaniel. Wow. Did he got a glove on that? That's impressive. So Brody gets the RBI ground out. Productive outs, folks. Productive outs. 5-3, and Weidler on the throw over to first. Nice job by him. Takes third base. Curveball by Holder is a strike. Max Jones at the plate. Heads up base running. So the go-ahead run's only 90 feet away. Fastball. And he can't pick that one. Max Jones on his way, a little bobble, and he's into second base. RBI double for Max Jones. And the Jaguars come all the way back here and take the lead in the 4th inning.
Number 10, Will.
7-6 Jaguars. McDaniel, good effort. That ball was hit hard. Just couldn't come up with that one. And that's fouled back into the fence by Beerhorst. So the Jags get 2 here in the 4th. They've still got 1 in scoring position. Long look by Holder. Curveball. Nice job by Fletchall. He got way out there. Kept that ball in front. Keeps the runner at second. Is Max Jones. Fastball. Fouled back out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's away from Fletchall. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Beerhorst on the season. Hitting $150. That's where when we had the conversation, and that's foul. And is it going to get out of play? The first baseman's there. Oh. Nice job by both of them getting to it. But when we had the conversation with Hagedorn, that's what we've seen. We've seen a lot of these guys. He said we've had some opportunities where we've had good at-bats and then we haven't. They just haven't got their offense off to the start they want. But today, we've seen some good at-bats. We've seen some good swings. They're hitting the ball hard. Just the opportunity of getting those hits to fall. When you put the ball in play, can you hit safely? 3 balls, 2 strikes. They had some great at-bats in that first inning. When they the hit by pitch, you kind of look, but 4 base on balls in a row. Or 4 base on balls sandwiched in the middle was the hit by pitch. And that was a curveball that's lifted into center field and the catch made. So
The Jags get 2, take the lead as we head to the top of the 5th inning. 7-6 Jaguars. He's retired 6 in a row. He's got the lead now, and he's going to be facing the 4, 5, 6 hitters in McDaniel, Tucking, and Haggard. So big spot here. I love this. Coach Hagedorn sends him back out. See what he's got. Pitch with the lead. Big spot for this young man. See where he's at in the rotation. And he starts off with a strike to McDaniel here in the top of the 5th inning. Yep. And fouled by McDaniel. 0-2 the count. Oh, he got that one. He left that up, and nice job. Good piece hitting. Too much of the plate up in the zone with an 0-2 count, and McDaniel deposits it into right field. Didn't quite get that pitch up enough. Tucking now at the plate. Kearney's been very aggressive in stealing, so we'll see if McDaniel goes. Even with the lefty up. It's ball 1. They have ran very effectively against Bengal. And that is fouled out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Tucking looks like he's a linebacker. That misses low. 2 balls and a strike. Tucking hitting .286 on the season. 348 OBP with his .429 slugging. 3 balls and a strike. He has 6 total hits. He does have a double and a triple.
And Bingle walks tucking. So the single in the walk and brings up Haggart. And the bullpen, I can't really see the bullpen. I have to check with my staff, see if anybody's in there. Because they're on the other side. Shows the bunt and lets it go foul. So he tries the sack bunt, can't get it down. And McCrack staff on top of it. Has number 23, Carson Harden. And he attempts again, can't get it down. And it's quickly 0-2. Carson Harden in the bullpen for the Jaguars. Warming up. Ball one. So couldn't get the bunt down. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. He doesn't look like he's going to be bunting with 2 strikes. Goes upstairs and makes the catch, a diving catch for Weidler in left field, robbing a hit from Haggart. That's a big out here for the Jaguars. Brings up Cade Holder. Lefty on lefty here. And that is ball one. That's into right center. Catch is made. Great job by the center fielder out there. That's Boyer Hart making the play, making the right play, getting the catch, getting into the runner advance tags, but they keep the runner at first with 2 outs now. And it looks like that's going to be it for Bingle. Heck of a job for this young man after that first inning. He did a nice job coming back. At one point there, retired the 6 in a row after allowing the sixth run in the second. But, wow, he did a nice job after that. He had the hit and the walk, but he got the next 2 outs and now brings Carson Harden into the game. Harden is already 3-0 on the season, a .70 ERA in 10 innings. He's started 2 games and he's pitched in 3. And he's hit the backstop with the first 2 warm-up pitches. So, there we go. Let's get a little, hopefully there were no holes in the screens. Don't want to get one in the teeth. But anyway, Bingle, the 6 runs. 7 hits. The one thing that he did do a pretty good job of, he had the one hit by pitch, but only the one base on balls, folks. And I think that kind of helped him out a little bit. Six Ks. He struck out the side. So all in all, in 4 2/3 innings, not bad. The runs, of course, you definitely, 6 runs, but from that first inning, he truly battled back pretty well. So shout out to Carter Bengal. Pretty decent start. Was a shaky start, but he finished well. Go there. Caleb Fletchall at the plate with a tying run at third. Harden, fastball, strike one. So he's definitely got a little bit more giddy up on the fastball than Bengal through that fastball by Fletchall. So the velocity change, fastball at the knees. Stolen base as Tucking takes second without a throw. But it's 0-2 to Fletchall, who struck out looking his last at bat. He's 1 for 2 today. Fastball. Fouled that, just got the bat head to it, fouled it off. Harden, long look, spikes the fastball. Nice job by Barrowhurst to keep that ball in front with the runner at third. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big spot here in relief. Curveball, spins it away. 2-2. Fastball away. 3-2. There is a base open. You have the 9-hitter on deck. So it wouldn't be just the worst thing if he did end up walking him here. Full count. Fastball. Woo! Just right off the end of the bat. Just got enough of it. Fastball. Third baseman. Oh, and a nice job over there by Hogue. We had to do a little dance on first base, but that ends the inning. They strand 2. They go to the bottom of the 5th with the lead, 7-6.
club, go to youthbaseballmidwest.com, hit the Y.B.M. Club tab, and you can join the club. 50% off the first year membership. Become a legacy member, support what we're doing. We sure do appreciate it. And today, number 17, Will Kuhn, just made a heck of a nice play over there at third base at the plate, and he's quickly down 0-2. We'll get to our last player spotlight here at the top of the sixth with Brock Scott. Didn't get a chance to talk about him here, but we'll finish that up here as we move into the sixth inning for the Kearney Bulldogs. 2 balls and a strike. Plus, we might see him at the plate. You never know. That misses low. 2-2. Put together so far. He's working hard in there. Holder misses away. Holder's come in and done a nice job after the first inning. And a ground ball. McDaniel up with it at third, and a nice play for out number 1. 5-3 if you're scoring at home, folks. Kyler Huckfelt to the plate. Man, we saw 10 runs in the first inning total. It's ball 1. And since then, it's a 2-1 ball game, Jaguars. It's baseball. Hot smash past McDaniel. Down the line, it's in the corner. And Huckfelt on his way into second with a 1-out double here in the sixth. Had a little wiggle at the end there. Cameron Benson to the plate. He doubled in the first, flew out to the left fielder. He's 1 for 2 today. Got an opportunity to add to the lead, and that's ball 1. That's fouled back off Blue. 1-1. I think that got a little bit of everybody there, except for the batter. Oh, swung through that, couldn't hold up. On the off speed in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Might have been sitting on a fastball there and just couldn't hold up. Long look at the runner at second. Pitch, fastball into center field on the run. Making the catch on the run. That is a heck of a play by the center fielder, Matt Lindsay, on his horse. 2 outs. Runner tags and moves to third. Boyer Hart at the leadoff, but that's going to do it for Caleb Holder. Or excuse me, Cade Holder. He's staying in the game. McDaniel is heading to first base. It looks like Holder's going to stay in the infield, and we'll kind of reset that as the first baseman, number 25, Grant Bogert, is now coming in to pitch for the Bulldogs. Let's see if we can get some information pitching-wise from Mr. Bogert. Okay. Wow, it looks like this is going to be Mr. Bogert's first appearance of the season on the mound for the squad. Yeah, so there you go. That's it. He's got a double and 1 RBI. He scored 8 runs. So at the top of the order, he's done pretty good that, but he's got a chance to add a run here to the lead. So the lefty, Grant Bogert, on for his first appearance of the season, facing the leadoff hitter, and it's ball 1. Here in the 6th inning, a 1-run ball game. Popped up. McDaniel giving it a look. Oh. Sorry. That was Brock Scott, who is now at third base. McDaniel's at first. And at second base goes Holder. So it's just a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball grounded to the shortstop. Up with it. And the out. So Bogerts comes in, gets the out, strands the runner. We head to the top of the 6th. 7-6 Jaguars. Gosh, I think it's since, I'd have to make sure I'm correct, but I think since 2000, what is it? 2018. I think it's before that. So I think it was like 2014 is when they started. May even been earlier than that. But anyway, go to game7baseball.com. Get your team registered. Hey, and you know what? Tell Dave and Dave that Youth Baseball Midwest sent you. All right. Matt Lindsay at the plate takes ball 1. Harden out. Oh, hot smash. Nice play by Kuhn at third. And that is out number one. So 2 pitches. Hayden Fritter at the plate. Scott Brock, our player spotlight here, he is due up fourth. And that's lined into center field for a 1-out single. Barring a double play, we're going to see Brock, Scott. Grant Bogert came in, shut down the Jaguars, left the runner stranded. Strike one on the corner. He misses in. Harden back out on the mound. Throw over. Oh, and he throws it to the fence. And on his horse. Oh, and the ball's by him. The throw is coming home. And he's safe. Oh, my goodness. Hayden Fritter on the throwing error on a pickoff attempt. All the way around. And when the ball gets by Kuhn on the throw, it's to the fence. And he scores all the way from first base. Oh my goodness. And it's a tie ball game. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bogert. That's crazy. Curveball misses in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'll tell you what, folks, you see that out there in the younger ages in tournament baseball, but you don't see a lot of that in high school ball. That is crazy what we just saw there. Yeah, couldn't hold up, chased after the cheese and the K. Scott Brock, our player spotlight, hitting .405 on the season, a .562 slug. That puts him at a .968 OPS, folks. He's got 11 hits on the season, 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. And he takes ball 1. Coach Remley talked about him in the interview. Said just off to a big start. One of the few seniors. 2-0 with this young squad. So the leadership, he's showing it with his play, and especially at the plate, doing what he's doing there. He's got 6 ribbies and 6 runs scored with 3 walks. He struck out quite a few times. He struck out 9 times. Probably a little higher than you'd like, but he's up 3-0 here in this at-bat. And he's got 4 stolen bases on the season. So Scott's done a nice job. Also contributed 3 innings on the mound as it's a 3-1 count. And he takes the 2-out walk. Brings up Evan McDaniel. Our player spotlight, Brock Scott, presented by the good folks right behind us here with the Glendale Boosters at Stratton's Landing, serving up some great food, hot dogs, burgers, probably got some nachos in there. They'll take care of you. So when you're here, all these folks, you got to make sure you're going and getting your food, get your snacks at the concession stand. Support Glendale baseball while you're here. Helps all the kids. Curveball. Couldn't keep it fair. 0-2 to McDaniel. McDaniel is 2 for 3 today. He has scored once. Long look. Runner goes. Throw is on the wrong side of the bag, so it doesn't give a chance. Might have had a chance if he's on the other side of the bag, and it's ball one. So the go-ahead run is at second base with 2 outs. Tied up 7-7. And that is 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'll tell you, man, it's going to be hard to pick players of the game here, guys. Oof. Everybody's swinging, pitching well, whatnot. Curveball. Lifted into left. He came in. Now he's going back and makes the catch. Weidler, boy, woohoo. Thought that was going to get by him, but it doesn't. For out number 3, we head to the bottom of the 6th, now tied at 7. All right, folks, today's game presented by our good folks. I'm wearing my Kilo gear today. KiloGear.com. Build strength in every move. And I tell you what, I think I built some strength in every move today. Hoisting stuff up, putting everything out, working hard. KiloGear.com. Use the promo code Y.B.M. 10 to get 10% off. Go check out all the great stuff at Kilo Gear. All right, here we go. Seckman, bottom of the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike to Weidler. Swing and fouled back. 1-2 down the right field line. Bogart's coming in, pitching pretty well. I was right there. I had that one, guys. 2-2. And he swings. And the throw made. Out number 1. So he gets the strikeout. That would be 2-3 if you're scoring at home for out number 1. Cooper Hogue to the plate. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. He was stranded at second base and takes strike 1. That ball is fouled back out of play. Quickly 0-2. And that is strike 3 looking. Hogue 0 for 3 with a walk today. Couple of Ks. He's had better days. Brody Kuby at the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk. Run scored. Take strike one. Bogart's coming in. And I'll tell you, he's attacking the strike zone. Nice job here. That's fouled back out of play. Quickly 0-2. I think that probably went in somebody's backyard over there. I don't know. Because there's houses all back over there. And that is into left field on it. And making the catch for out number 3 is Luke Tucking. We head to the top of the 6th. We're all tied. All right, folks. Kilo Gear. Build strength in every move. Go to kilogear.com. Use the promo code Y.B.M.10. Get 10% off your purchase. Go check it out. It's revolutionary. It's weighted, micro-weighted weights that fit into your shirt, your shorts. Whether you want the pro compression or you want just a regular fit to wear at the office, go to kilogear.com. All right, we got another pitching change. Number 9 coming in. I guess that is Woocher. Will Woocher, a 0 ERA in 6 innings. He's coming in after Harden here in the 7th. He's given up 3 hits is all. And Woocher, 5 Ks, no walks, a .143 opponent batting average, and they're only slugging 190 on him. So this is the guy you want coming in. Shut it down here in the 7th and get your opportunity in the top of the, or in the bottom of the inning for the Jaguars. So we'll see what we get here. And leading off is Luke Tucking, just made the play out there. Man, spins the curveball in, strike one. He goes out there, throws all those fastballs warming up and whatnot, and he drops the hammer on him. Right off the get, strike one. Woo! 1 ball, 1 strike. Just thought about going. I'm not quite sure what that was. Oh! So the fastball hits Tucking. So the hit by pitch on the leadoff. Fastball popped up and it's going to get behind me over here. 4, strike 1. Easton Haggart had the sac fly. He's singled. He's lined out. 1 for 2 today. Throw over to first. He's back in safely. Like to see the sun stay out a little bit more. Curveball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That looks like it's got some damage to it. Fastball. Oh, he bobbled the throw. Not going to get him, so the go-ahead run is at second base on the stolen base. And it is 2 balls and a strike. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Mercy. Turned on that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a line drive back up the middle. Tucking went back to second. Coach, give him thumbs up. Just make sure, I think he misread that a little bit. Thought it might have a chance to be caught. But, hey, you know what? Error on the side of caution. There's still nobody out. You got first and second. And you have Cade Holder coming to the plate. He is 1 for 3 today. Singled, scored a run, struck out, flied out. And Coach Hagedorn is coming out to talk with his pitcher, Wuscher. Lots of drama here today for this one, folks. Appreciate you being here. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Lots of stuff happening around. We'll probably try and get some scores in. Lots going on around the state. Benton up there, that's part of Class 4 school up there, St. Joe, up around Kearney. They're up 13-0 over Hillcrest. Here, I think this is in the red and blue tournament. Smith Cotton, Blue Springs, tied at 8. Squares my, pops it up. Can't make it. Oh, nice job. Though good hustle by the catcher, Beerhorst. I mean, Tucking was just stuck, but that was a huge play on the play before. See, there you go. He didn't get quite the read, went back to second, and then boom, the little pop-up. Got to make sure the ball gets down, but by that time it's too late. So, wow, just the small things of baseball. It's amazing. So 2-5 for the first out. Holder's at first on the fielder's choice. You got speed on the bag with Haggart and Holder. Big spot, Caleb Fletchall. That ball is fouling out of play. Webb City and Liberty tied at 7. We're going to see Liberty, the Blue Jays, later today. That's going to be our second game. That's at 5:30 this afternoon. Glendale, the Falcons here will be taking on the Liberty Blue Jays, and they're tied at 7 with Webb City. That's a dandy.
That's here in the red and blue tournament. And that's fouled back 0-2. Wow, that's a big one. Zumwalt West, Rockwood Summit, up in the Midwest Classic. That's hosted by Francis Howell. It's 9-1 Jaguars. Early scores happening around the state. Long look by Woosher. See, and at that point, I think you do. You know, I know there's a pitch clock, though, supposed to be. I don't know how much it's enforced anymore, or really at all. But there is a pitch clock in baseball. I don't think anybody's got one. And I think there might be, but that's tough. That's tough with the two-man crew, man. Tough with the two-man crew. And then trying to strike, and the throw is not in time. Kuhn got the tag on him, but the speed, so 2 stolen bases. Lead run is 90 feet away. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Fletchall. That was a close pitch, too. Big spot here. Fastball. And it's into left field. And a good read, and Holder on his way in and scoring. Fletchall takes second on the throw home. A 2 RBI single with 1 out. Puts the Bulldogs back up by 2, 9-7. Fletchall coming through in the clutch.
Courtesy runner for Kearney, number 23, Jackson Lager. Al Lanning, and number 4, Matt Lindsay.
Two RBIs, that's huge. Squares the bunt and gets it down, and they're going to have to let it go foul. Yeah, you don't want to try and pick that up. Matt Lindsay trying to bunt that runner to third base. Strike 1. Oh, my goodness. That's a big-time hit from Fletchall. Smith Cotton now up 10-8 over Blue Springs as the Benton Cardinals keep pouring on Hillcrest 14-0. Raymore Peculiar and Park Hill South looks like they're going to be starting here soon. That pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Number 23 is the courtesy runner, Jackson Lager, or Lager. It's spelled like a good lager. Curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll get our players of the game here. We'll have those for you on our social media. Do some interviews with the players at the conclusion of the game at Mrs. Outside. I'm going to tell you, too, folks, I've really enjoyed this. Blue behind the plate. He's done a nice job, been real consistent with the strike zone. Excellent job behind the plate by the umpire today. Little spin, no throw. That's a long look.
Called time. Two balls, two strikes. We'll reset it. Difference here with Woosher from the first guys, man. He works a bit slower. Curveball. Doesn't get him to chase. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Trying to add another run here. 2 here in the top of the 7 has untied it. Fastball. Lindsey down on strikes for out number 2. Back to the top of the order with Fritter. He is 2 for 3. He was hit by a pitch. He has scored all 3 times. Or, excuse me, he scored 3 times. Takes ball 1. Flew out, his only out, he flew out to the right fielder. Blue is having to make sure that the conduct stays cool and serene in the dugouts. Tell you what, I like that. He's done a nice job controlling the dugouts. He hasn't told them they can't holler and hoop. He's just been very selective with a couple things here and there and not allowing things to get carried away. So, nice job back there tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. 1 ball, 1 strike. Woosher trying to strand that last runner, and that's fouled back to the padding. 1-2. That's good hustle. Curveball. Doesn't chase it. 2-2. Tell you what, man, if this holds up, Mr. Caleb Fletchall, 2 for 4 and the game-winning 2 RBI single. That sounds like player of the game stuff to me, guys. Oh, and a rocket right at Hogue. And catches it right in front of his face for out number 3. Woo! All right, we head to the bottom of the 7th. Jaguars trailing by 2. All right, folks, we want to thank you for joining us today. Red Earth Production, or Youth Baseball Midwest, is a production of Red Earth Productions, LLC. Go to redearthprod.com if you want to see more about who we are, what we do. If you're looking for a production for your company, for your sporting event, your club, give us a jingle. We'd be happy to work with you. As you can tell, we work with a lot of sports. RedEarthProd.com. We have and the folks in my truck, I got to give a shout out. Drew, our director, engineer, taking care of it. Lauren Klutz in there with all the pictures. Couldn't do this without them. My name is Brian French. I'm the producer of Youth Baseball Midwest, and we're glad you've joined with us today. We got a new pitcher on the mound, and it is Brock Scott, the senior, coming in. We did the player spotlight with Brock, and we told you he did some pitching, and here he is in the big spot, trying to close this game out, and it is ball one to Max Jones, who is leading off here in the seventh. Max has had a heck of a game. Walked, he's got a single, a double, driven in two runs, and he takes a strike there. 2 balls and a strike now to Jones. He put him up front. He's got 3 RBIs today so far, and he's got 2 balls, 2 strikes on him. Just gets a piece of it to stay alive. Max could be our player of the game. We'll see what happens here if somebody else can't come up, but he's done some damage for this squad. Three-two. Woo! That's a tough take, man. Goodness. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a leadoff walk. Will Beerhorst at the plate now. 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run. And you got Coach Hagedorn coming out, and he's going to get some speed on the base paths. And he's got number 24. Number 24, Jackson Dormeyer. Jackson Dormeyer running for Max Jones. Beerhorst at the plate. So the tying run is at the plate. And that's a fastball for strike one. Brock Scott is heading to Newman University. And that is fouled back out of play. Quickly 0-2. That, you can hear it doing off one of the poles here. Missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's going to have to be the bottom of the order here. It's going to have to get this done for the Jags if they want to get back. And a ground ball to the third baseman. He's going to come up and fire across. Oh, and a nice job again. Both first basemen with some really nifty footwork on the bag. Bogert this time. He does that. And that is out number 1. As Dormeyer heads to second base. And it is strike 1 to Kuhn. One out. Runner at second. Tying runs at the plate, and that's a nice job by Fletchall. 1 ball, 1 strike. 9-7, bottom of the 7th. 8 hits for Kearney, 2 errors. That's a strike at the knees. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 7 runs, 5 hits, 4 errors for the Jaguars. Strike 3. Kuhn looking at the curveball.
Now the place number 13, Kyler Huckfeld.
Two outs now. Kyler Huckfeld at the plate. It is ball 1. 2 outs now. Two and 0 to Huckfeld. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. He's been stranded on base both times. He's got a ribby. On the base on balls. 2 balls and a strike. Little flare. McDaniel. And he makes the catch to end the game. Oh my goodness. Evan McDaniel lays out, catches the ball. They strand one and secures a 9-7 win for the Bulldogs. Our players of the game, first for the Seckman Jaguars, we got Max Jones. And then for the Kearney Bulldogs, the game winner, Caleb Fletchall. Folks, thanks for tuning in today. That'll do it for this game. Our game 2, 5:30 this afternoon, we got Glendale taking on Liberty, the Blue Jays. Don't miss it. We look forward to seeing you back here at Donald L. Provance Field. But for now, 9-7 win, Bulldogs. We'll see you at 5:30.